In this 5-minute quickie, we're going to talk about a tiny little process. It takes something like 5 seconds to bring you back into the present moment, to see the world differently, to hear the world differently, and feel the world differently, which will have an amazing effect on what you were doing. Now, if that's of interest to you, and I know it is because you're here, listening, have a little listen after this very short intro.
This is Personal Development Unplugged with Paul Clough.
In simplicity, there is genius.
In simplicity, there is genius.
Hey, here's a really quick way. Oh, by the way, welcome. Welcome to the 5-minute quickie. So pleased for your company. Everyone talks about being present in the moment. And it's quite difficult, really, isn't it, when we're busy? But here's something I want you to do. And if you're not driving, you could do it right now, to be really present in this moment. So if it's okay, just for a moment, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes for 5 seconds. That's all. So here we go. Don't care where you are. No one's going to worry. As long as you're not driving or walking, you're not going to walk with your eyes closed. You've got to be safe, okay? Make sure you're safe. And then, here we go. Close your eyes. Take a wonderful in-breath. Just hold it for a moment. And as you let it out, just open your eyes. Open your eyes and look for something different. Look for something different that you haven't seen. And as you look for something different, you'll notice maybe a colour, a shape. Maybe there's a sound that you could look for. Hey, yeah, look for sounds. What haven't you heard? Haven't you noticed right now? Maybe there's a feeling on your skin that you hadn't noticed until right now. And when you notice it, just notice it. That's all you have to do, notice it. And guess what? You're back in the moment, back in the present. This is a brilliant pattern interrupt if you're stuck in life and you just want to get on. And you think, hang on, let's just come back. Come back to being me for the moment. And here's the thing, if you do this and you're in a busy room maybe, or there's people around you, maybe you're in a coffee shop, something like that, you can still do it because there's lots of things to see, lots of different things to hear that you haven't heard, lots of different things to feel. But here's another thing you could do. Why not when you close your eyes and you breathe? And you hold it for a second. And then as you open your eyes, just look around at the people around you. Notice how different they are. And if someone catches your eye, just smile for a second and move on. Because you'll have made them happy. Because a smile is infectious. I know when people walk past me and they've smiled and I've smiled back and you say hello or whatever. But I feel good. I know they feel good. And we feel good in the moment. So we change our state. We become back into the present moment. And then we can get back to our day. And you'll be amazed how different you will approach what you were doing. If you were doing anything. Or you'll be amazed, I think, that if you're in that coffee place, how that coffee tastes different now. Or if you were writing something, how suddenly you may get that little bit of inspiration that you didn't have before. Because you've come back to the moment, to give yourself the present of the present. And you've just created that little pattern interrupting your day to come back into you, as it were, and see the world differently. Hear the world just a little different and feel the world differently. Because you always know what we say is, if you look at the world differently, or what you look at differently will appear different, will be different. And it's always there. It's always been there. We just haven't seen it. And now you can. So that's the 5-minute quickie, and this is really a 5-minute quickie. It really is quite short, isn't it? We're not even 5 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed that. And just notice what you notice. Now, I'm not going to ask you to email me feedback at personaldevelopmentunplugged.com and tell me what you notice different, because I know you will feel different. But if you want to, you can. Just pass on this little bit. The weirdness of the Personal Development Unplugged .com podcast. I get confused, don't I? Anyway, have fun. Have more fun than you can stand. And see the world differently. It's time to fly.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.